2009 Glamour UK interview by Blake Lively. And in her interview, she admitted to trying to poison the cast of Gossip Girl, which is where she made her name, against her co-star Penn Badgley, who played her love interest, Dan Humphrey, on the show. She said, "At first I was so upset that they had hired him, I actually poisoned the whole cast against him." And she goes on to say, "But then they noticed that he wasn't a jerk and was actually a nice, charming person. And almost immediately I realized it too. But it took me about a week."
Justin Baldoni just delivered a devastating blow to Blake Lively in court, and it could end her career. Ryan Reynolds is panicking, Blake's legal team is in shambles, and Hollywood is watching as this $400 million lawsuit unfolds. What really happened in court? Why is Blake Lively's career hanging by a thread? And how did Justin Baldoni turn the tables on Hollywood's golden couple? Stick around, because this is the explosive story you won't want to miss.
Parties, of course, meeting for the first time in court today. It was about a 90-minute hearing.
This isn't going to end well for you, Blake. Sorry.
In a world where sometimes people judge you before they give you a chance.
It all went down in a 90-minute hearing that left Blake Lively's legal team scrambling. Justin Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman, came in swinging, and Blake's team had no answer. Every single motion they filed denied.
For those who are not in the Hollywood world, what is wrong with her taking over the film?
I've never seen it before in my 30-plus year career in Hollywood. And an executive producer is below a producer in the film world. An executive producer signed up to be an executive producer, and that's it. As the time progressed in this film, she decided that she wanted to be a producer. She started to make edits. She wanted to be part of the editing team. There were people hired, like human beings actually hired to do the editing job, who had done work as editors. She wanted to be part of that team. The next thing you know, she took over the editing. She started making threats that she wouldn't promote the movie, that she wanted to be in control of marketing of the movie, that she would do nothing in terms of promotion.
The gag order they desperately wanted to silence Justin? Denied. Even their attempt to let Blake choose who would question her in a deposition? Denied. The judge wasn't having it. Justin's team had the receipts, and they weren't holding back. Texts, emails, video footage, everything Blake thought she could hide was laid bare in court. And the outcome? A massive win for Justin Baldoni.
Oh my gosh, we don't shut up.
And Emily and I have we have these moments where
staring. You just stare.
Literally we've done it for 5 minutes. it's like, I think you would find it terrifying. We just literally look at each other and
when
time.
I found a sociopath.
And time stops.
Yeah.
But that's just how it's been for us from the beginning.
No, we're like, oh my God, there's not enough time.
Oh.
But here's where it gets even messier. Blake Lively isn't just losing in court. She's losing in the court of public opinion. Fans are turning on her. Hashtags like #TeamJustin is trending, and even her A-list friends are staying silent. Remember when Blake tried to play the victim, accusing Justin of harassment?
The Baldoni cut, I'll call it, scored significantly higher than Blake Lively's cut. And still Blake Lively's cut was the one that was chosen. He still didn't do anything publicly.
Well, Justin's evidence proves she was anything but. Texts show her laughing and joking with him, calling him a ball buster, and even praising their collaboration. So, how do you go from friendly co-stars to a $250 million lawsuit? The answer: Blake thought she could control the narrative, but Justin had the receipts to prove her wrong.
Who is the stylist, the costume designer on Gossip Girl. But anyone who works with me, it's like drinking through a fire hose. You're like, wow, I come in and I'm like, this is what we're going to do. But it's just because I really find that fashion is storytelling. It's a way to message so much more than you can with words sometimes. It's a silent way to message things. So the way that I come into a character is always through the fashion and through the costumes. So,
saw in another interview you said that Ryan, actually, your husband Ryan Reynolds, wrote part of that rooftop scene. Is that true?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I would have to compare it to the original one, but that's 90-something, 99% his. Yeah, He just added, Chrissy Hall wrote an incredible screenplay. It was, one of the reasons that I wanted to do this film.
And let's not forget Ryan Reynolds. The Deadpool star thought he could use his charm and Hollywood clout to back Blake up, but it's backfiring big time. Instead of looking like a protective husband, Ryan looks like an accomplice in Blake's alleged smear campaign. His SNL joke about the lawsuit? A total PR disaster. Fans called him out for mocking a serious case, and now his reputation is taking a hit too.
With a
400 encounter minus suit looming, Ryan's. 400 encounter minus suit looming, Ryan's 350M net worth could be in serious jeopardy. Is he about to ditch Blake to save himself? Hollywood is ruthless, and self-preservation always comes first.
This isn't going to end well for you, Blake.
Sorry. He is, his agent is Ari Emanuel. He's a powerful Hollywood guy, and we all respond to Hollywood power. And there's a hypocrisy and a fraudulence there that the public is picking up on. And so that's really interesting now.
So, what's next for Blake Lively? If she loses this case, the fallout will be catastrophic. We're talking financial ruin, career blacklisting, and a reputation in tatters. Studios won't want to work with her. Brands will drop her, and her A-list friends? They've already ghosted her. Even Colleen Hoover, the author of It Ends With Us, has scrubbed Blake from her social media. The once beloved Hollywood sweetheart is now facing the biggest downfall of her career. And the worst part? She did it to herself.
She's basically saying that she does not want to sit down for a deposition with Brian Friedman. Like, I know that this girl grew up rich and privileged, but how rich we talking? You know what I'm saying? Because does she think she's just like a princess that she can just be like, I don't like your lawyer?
What do you think? Is Blake Lively's career over? Or can she somehow bounce back from this disaster? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this explosive Hollywood scandal. Trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next.